gosh.
You said you were gonna jump.
No, that's the end.
Oh.
That's the end.
All right.
What's up, guys? Vinyl Vixen and Slim Shetty here at Rap Sesh.
What's up?
Jam. This week we're gonna talk about our fun, exciting adventures of training.
Yeah.
We went through some training for the first time ever. We're gonna show you guys some of our new decorations. I don't know if you see in the background, we've got some cool and we are gonna show you some disassembly as well on this Mercedes back here. So
Just a bit.
shall we get started, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. We had a really cool opportunity pop up with Dub IR. They do tint, clear bra, all that fun kind of stuff. Wheels.
Jazz.
Yeah. Dub magazine.
Paint protection films.
Yeah, so we were working with Melissa over at Dub, and they offered to put us through PPF training, which if you're not familiar with PPF, what does that stand for?
Paint protection film.
Good job. And what is that?
That is clear bra, pretty much in the layman's terms.
So what's the difference between clear bra and vinyl?
Clear bra
For people that
is
don't know.
a lot thicker. So you're going from, vinyl is usually 2 to 3 mils to maybe 6 at the most. Clear bra, you're like starting at like 8 mils, and it goes up to like 10 mil, I believe.
So clear bra is a clear vinyl basically that's super, super thick. You're gonna see it in front of all the new cars on the front ends. You'll see them on the hoods, the bumpers, the fenders, mirror caps, and what it does, it's like the only kind of film that actually protects your paint from rock chips. It also protects it from what? I mean, does it have some UV properties?
It's UV protection. It also has self-healing, so if you actually scratch it, you literally throw it out in the sun for a couple hours and it like heals back together. So
right.
It's very
self-healing.
Self-healing. It's very, it also is hydrophobic, so it does resist, or resistant to like water. Water just beads right off of it, any kind of liquid.
Right. So you're gonna see that on a lot of like mostly brand new cars. So
yeah.
It's a whole new area for us. But anyways, we went through with Hexus and Dub, the body fence training. Our trainer was actually Kevin, who is the owner of Auto Film Solutions over in Colorado Springs.
Yep.
Yeah, and they do a lot of vinyl and paint protection films, and he's actually really cool. Him and a couple of his employees last year, when we were over at 101 Motors, they actually came to our shop just to come visit us and hang out. So It was really, really cool training with him.
Kevin was an awesome trainer.
He was so awesome, and it was such a fun class. How many people did we have?
8?
I think we had 7 with us included.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Because me and Michael actually went through the whole training and everything. So we got to do a 3-day training here at our shop, which was really cool. We hosted it here.
It was super cool.
And got to learn all the different aspects of that body fence film from Hexus. So if you guys are interested, we actually now offer paint protection film services. So we do full clear bras, we can do full cars, the front ends, partials, anything, you name it. We are actually going to be a Suntech authorized dealer and possibly a Dub. We'll see about that. Yeah, anything else about training?
It was awesome.
It was fun.
It was super fun.
It was
Good
kind of
people.
humbling going into something new
learning
that's kind of
something new.
related to what you do, but also vastly
Totally different. It really is. It's a totally different way of installing.
Definitely.
But yeah, it was super fun. Everybody that was there was really cool.
Oh yeah, and we had people from
All the
out
guys,
of state.
yeah.
So like New Mexico, Texas.
And everyone was
Couple
super
people from
passionate about what
Arizona.
we were doing, and kind
Yeah.
of met some new friends, and
Definitely.
it was awesome.
There were some people in there that were tinners.
Window
Some people
tinters.
had no experience with any sort of vinyl or restyling films.
Oh yeah.
So it was really, really,
was a
really
good
cool
mix.
experience, most definitely. But yeah, if you guys are interested, you can hit up Service Group Distribution as the people that sponsored it, Hexus and Dub IR. And they do trainings pretty often. Kevin is really, really great. I highly recommend him. He works with Hexus, and he's a fantastic trainer. Can we talk about these decorations? Because I freaking love them. What do you mean, what decorations?
Which ones?
You don't see those big things in the air and the sky?
It definitely helps the shop look a little nicer.
Most definitely.
Add some character.
So we actually went over to Muto America over in Phoenix, and we did a wall mural for them, which was really, really fun for us. We used a really cool film from Avery. And they made us a bunch of decorations at our shop in return, which is super cool because we haven't been decorating here, honestly.
No.
But yeah, they've printed us a bunch of, these are actually foam boards that are printed on white foam boards, completely printed out. I think it's on their UV printers that they did those. Okay, so I just want to give a couple shout outs to the owners of the vehicles and the photographers here that help us decorate our shop and look badass. Right there we have TJ Fulton's Mustang in 3M Psychedelic, and that was taken by Becca from Evolutionized Photography. She's here in Phoenix, Arizona, and she does very, very good vehicle shoots. So
that was one of very many amazing shots.
There were so many. It was so hard to narrow it down to one, honestly. Right over there we have the Rad STI, which is owned by Mimi from Revive Auto Detailing and United Boxer Society. And who took that one? Kyler _ J30 from Instagram was the photographer there.
That's right on the bottom there.
That was at Superior Image Car Care.
Yep.
And then we've got back in the corner, we have Kitte's BMW S1000 RR, the Riptider, and that was taken by Function Factory. So Muto also made us a bunch of banners. This is one of our new marketing themes. The sky's the limit. This was with at the Compass, or it's Compass UK, was the designer that helped us out on this one. Really, really cool Galaxy design. Try to get some more commercial wraps. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Who knows? But then go over this way. We've got my Vixen banner. This is like my absolute favorite. I had this caricature created by Rad Art Design, who found me through Instagram. Really, really cool female designer that does some cool stuff, so you can definitely check her out. She even got like my skeleton, paint his dead gloves, and like my bottle, and my horns for when I'm hangry. And then we have our Big Time Threads Rap Squad badge that we have on our apparel, which by the way, I still have some left over. If you want some, hit me up. And then we got some pictures up front, yeah?
Yeah.
That's about it. Pretty cool.
All right, so I'm gonna take this door handle off and this mirror on this. This is a C63 AMG. Kind of just gonna show you how I go through it and take it apart. They're all very closely the same. Most cars are very close, but there are some tricky ones out there. But it's very hard to show you on every car because they're all different. So you pretty much just you'll have to take this and just apply it to anything else. I usually roll the window up if this handle has a wire, which it does definitely because it's got a button on the side here. To take this handle off, there's a little access hole right here on the corner. Usually there's a little grommet here. I already took it out. That's a little Torx. It's a T20. Which this Torx little T20 on the back door, you actually have to have a really long one because it's pretty far in the door. Other than that, you have your door panel bolts. When you're doing door panels, you really have to find where the bolts are first. You just kind of have to go through it and find out because they really like to hide them because no one wants to see just bolts everywhere on your door. So on this door in particular, it actually has two access holes underneath the handle here. And then we also have, let's see, we have two here, and then you kind of have to just search around, fill the bottom. Sometimes you have them on the bottom here. Most of the time you have a bolt right here behind the handle. There's a little plastic pop, and really you can tell if you do miss a bolt, you can pop the bottom and really tell if it's like not popping like normal. If you're really having to pull, you're most likely have a bolt that you missed. So you need to go back through and just make sure that you find it. Pull the two main bolts, and then I'm actually going to use a pry tool, usually one like this. You don't want to use metal ones unless you're actually popping tabs on the inside. These are a little better. Any kind of non-marring tool. So you really have to just get in there. Once you pop one side, you really can just pop all the way around. And it seems like those were the only two bolts because you can see it's just freely swinging there. So I'm gonna pop this off just in case there's something behind here. These speakers actually, what you're gonna do is just pull back here, pop out there, and actually push up, and those will come right out. So, and these little tiny connectors, you really need to they're very hard to get out with your just fingers because you might actually end up pulling the wires out. So what I'm gonna do is grab a hook, and then you can kind of just pop that little tab out. There you go. So for a small clip that was in there pretty good. You really have to get down and actually pry those out because there's not really a disc, like usually there's a button you have to push and pull out. This one, it's kind of a little bit difficult, but. And these are actually, this is your mirror. So you have the 3 bolts here for your mirror, and then you see the wire going down. So that's actually another reason why I have to take door panel off, because there's a full wire in there we have to get to. So usually once you get up to this point, you want to pop either out, oh yeah, that comes out, and then up, because you want to go over this. So when you have something like that, it's possible. So since this isn't coming up, you don't want to force anything too much. So it looks like I'm probably gonna have to pop this off, and there's probably something right here. So yeah, it looks like we have a small little clip here, which actually I should be able to pop out. Okay, so that was actually pretty tricky. It's a different clip. I've actually never really seen a clip like this. You actually had to push it in, and then there was 2 prongs on the inside that I had to take a pick and actually pop up and down to pop out of that. So that's a pretty tricky little tab here. Sometimes you can run into those. So we'll pull the handle out here. You can pop the handle, and then you want to get one of the main plugs. So this one actually is these 2, purple and blue. All right, and that's pretty much your door panel right there. This panel had to come off no matter what. Now that I'm looking at this, most Mercedes, you can pull off without pulling the door handle off. So if you aren't pulling the mirror off, then you could probably leave the door panel on, because the connector that's on the handle, which I'll show you in a minute, it's pretty close to the opening. So when you pull the handle out, the connector's like right in the hole. So you can actually pop with your finger and pull out. So I don't necessarily need to access in here. It's nice, you can get in there with a tool and maybe pop it out, but honestly, it's easier to get it from the outside. So what I'm gonna do is actually just disconnect these wires, which is the main reason why I pulled this door off, and then we'll pull the mirror off, and then I'll show you how to get that handle out. Comes off pretty easy. Set that in here. So let's take this door handle off here. So you kind of have to, it's kind of hard to see up in there, unless you know where you're going. Like I said, the back one is way deeper. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna start on unscrewing this here, and you'll notice that the side cap will start getting loose. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to get behind them. So sometimes you take a little excess pry tool here, and you can actually, come on, there we go. All right. So this actually has a wire on it too. Very easy to pull off though. One little tab there, slides out. Set that on there. Now in this point, normally due to this handle here, I would, on this one I don't have to, because it actually holds the bolt for you. So I can pull this out and I don't have to worry about the bolt falling in the door. Now there are cars that they will, if you unscrew it all the way, the bolt will fall in the door and it's very hard to find. So this one's fine. Normally I'll back them back in if I need to. And certain door handles actually, like Mustangs and stuff, if you don't actually have the door open like this, while you're backing it off, it'll actually pop back when you pull the handle out. So we pop it out and then straight out like this. And you just kind of gotta work this out. And then, so like I said, you can get your finger in here and pop that little wire out. So pretty simple. And then you always want to take these off, but don't forget to put these back on. because then water can get in. So you don't want that. And then now I'll actually plug the panel back in and I'll roll this window down just so I can have the door shut and not worry about locking myself out. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll probably pop this off too. Usually they pop off super easy. Sometimes they have screws in the back. Get a pry tool under there, they pop off fairly easy most of the time. But yeah, I think that's it. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching this week, guys. If you want to see our daily fun, make sure to hit up our social media. That is Vinyl Vixen Wraps and Wrapsesh AZ, Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you dig the Wrapsesh vibe. We'll see you next week, yeah?